Welcome back to Franco's World. It is episode 64. Thank you for stopping by today. I got a very, very special guest. It's going to be a fun time. You're going to want to stick around. Ladies and gentlemen, the very funny Joey Rinaldi.
Hey, what's up, Franklin? Thanks for having me, man.
Of course, you can follow him on Instagram at the Joey Rinaldi. He's like the Ohio State University. He is the one and only. I'm excited to talk to you, man. First thing I want to talk about, because I know you got to get it in there, your podcast, the Trailer Trashing Pod. It's very cool. Him and his friends, Derek and Charlie, they break down a couple movie trailers depending on the theme for that week. It's a pretty innovative idea. I love joking about movie trailers and stuff like that. I know there was like the popular YouTube thing where you can I always break it down with my friends. I'll hit pause and be like, okay, so this right here, I don't agree with, but I love it, Joey.
Oh, are you talking about the YouTube videos where it's like, we're going to break this trailer down. Skip 30 seconds if you don't want to hear the spoilers. Like, are you talking about those YouTube videos?
Yeah, exactly, bro.
But yeah, I'm not like a trailer aficionado. What's that word? Aficionado? I don't know how to say that word. I'm not like a trailer savant. It's just that I tried making so many different podcasts. Like, I tried making a podcast like your podcast, and I'm just awful at it. Like, I don't know how to interview people. And so after like failing with like 5 or 6 different podcasts, me and my 2 buddies were like, what if we just pick a topic that's very easy to make fun of? And we were like, oh, let's just do movie trailers. So it's really not like, it was less of a passion project and more of just the only thing I think I could talk about for an hour long.
It was an art piece. It was a beautiful piece of art breaking down this rom-com with Matthew McConaughey. It was a beautiful piece of art.
Yeah, I love rom-coms. I'm such a rom-com sap. But yeah, I think what's special about trailer trashing, though, is I think it's a nostalgic blast. And I feel like in today's society, especially during quarantine, people love getting a little dose of nostalgia. And so our podcast for 1 hour a week, you can like listen to it and be like, yeah, remember when like fucking Cartoon Network was blasting that annoying rom-com trailer while I was trying to watch like Clone Wars? What happened to that movie? Oh my God, now I'm watching that trailer and I'm getting to hear other people also have that same shitty experience when Cartoon Network was blasting this trailer nonstop.
Nostalgia is big, man. I mean, I think that's part of the reason why things like Stranger Things are so popular. I mean, granted, we can't relate to the 80s nostalgia as much as our generation tries to. Our generation is obsessed with the 80s, even though they had nothing to do with it. But like things like that, people love. It's like things are always better. Like people like to cut out the bad things in the past of nostalgia. So I think that has a big role in it.
Well, not just the 80s. I think everything, like even like noir, which was like a big thing in like the 1950s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you see people be like, I did it for the dame. I lost my life. I lost my money. I even lost that dame, but it was worth it because she had legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
dude,
always see that parody.
Yeah, dude. No one is walking around in a bar, be like, "Hey, Toots, give me another Johnny Red Neat. Do it, okay? Do it. Hey, Toots,
Do it. Yeah, I'm the biggest Starsky and Hutch fan. Yes.
Yes, dude. Yes. Oh my gosh, man! I watched that movie like 2 weeks ago. Me and my buddy Dylan. All we can say now is just do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. See, I haven't watched that movie recently, but I've seen it so many times in my life that I just memorize it. Like the fucking Snoop Dogg line when he's like, when Vince Vaughn tells him, "You must know a lot about grass." I know a lot about. No. You must know a lot about golf. And Snoop Dogg's like, I know more about grass.
Yeah, dude. Snoop Dogg is so slick in that movie, bro. His words are just like butter. I love it, man. And then I like Owen Wilson's character tries to do it, but he can't because he's got that high voice. He's like, Bacardi and cola, do it.
Yo, that's a good Owen Wilson. That's a great Owen Wilson.
I'm not an impressionist. I'm not an impressionist, but I can do Owen Wilson, bro.
I'm not an impressionist, and I don't think I can do anybody. Like the other day, I listened to a Paul McCartney interview that was so funny, and so all day long, I was like forcing my Paul McCartney impression on all my friends and family. And
Let's hear it, bro. Let's hear it.
Oh my God, it's so bad. But it was so funny because it was the WTF interview with Mark Maron. And like Paul McCartney was doing this annoying thing where like he was like trying to act like he doesn't know why he was so famous or like why people like try to stop him in grocery stores. So like this is my impression. He goes, I'm just Paul. I mean, I fucked up. I have to get in the mindset. I have to get in the mindset. Fuck. I'm so bad at impressions. I can't do a British accent. But he's like, fuck. I don't think I can do it. I have to like really prepare myself. But like Mark Maron was like, so like, what is it like when people stop you on the street? And he goes, I'm Paul. I don't know why people stop me on the street. I just sing a little song or two, and then all of a sudden everyone comes up to me and goes, take an autograph. I'm like, but why? I'm nobody. I'm just Paul. And it's like, fuck off, Paul McCartney. You shut the fuck up. You're Paul McCartney. You're the most famous singer alive. Get out of here. I don't know what I did. I'm like, my autograph is very silly. Who want my rating on the whatever? Like,
oh my gosh, man! I mean, that was a bananas impression. I mean, dude, I'll try to do Ringo or something like that. Oh yeah, the Beatles, man. Paul McCartney over here is the. I can't do it, man.
The reason why I hated the interview so much is because he was so fake. Like, he was trying to sound like he was down to earth, but they couldn't sell it. You know what I mean?
Wait, this wasn't a bit? Like, he was being serious?
Yeah, like it was like his
publicist. I thought it was a bit. No, he was being serious?
No, it's like his publicist was telling him, people will think you're relatable if you act like you don't know you're famous.
Oh my god.
It was so not genuine.
It's like when celebrities try to tell us that, like, to give to a cause about like kids who can't read in Georgia, and it's like, you have all the money in the world, I have no money.
And I also can't read, and I don't even live in Georgia.
Give money to me, okay? Guy from what's the one where they make meth? Breaking Bad? Aaron Paul?
New Mexico? Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, Aaron Paul. Does he tell people to donate to meth people?
No, he's not donating to clinics or anything. No, he's not doing that. He's out there just profiting. He's profiting off meth, okay? And he's not giving money.
Well, this is my commercial if I was a celebrity. Guys, there's a lot of meth heads out there who can't afford their meth, so I want you guys to open up your wallets and donate money so these meth heads can finally get their meth.
Donate now. We got people tweaking on the street. They need their fix ASAP.
And then like a year later,
I can make every joke about drug addicts I want to, because a gang of drug addicts broke into my home and they stole $10,000 worth of stuff. I've been directly affected by all drug addicts.
No, I feel you. When I was 5 years old, I got my house broken into, and they stole my Nintendo. I don't know if they were drug addicts, but I feel like they were drug addicts. They stole my Nintendo.
That's brutal, man. Don't tell me they took Donkey Kong.
They took Donkey Kong. I was so pissed off. It was like the most heartbreaking thing, because I didn't realize that if you locked all your doors, it was still possible for somebody to get in. I was like,
you just thought it was safe?
I was like, but we locked the doors, right, Mom? You locked the doors. And she was like, yeah, the doors were locked, Joey.
I mean, the problem I have is, like, I try to play detective. So I was in college when my house got broken into. I come home with dust and a little, like, magnifying glass. I'm out here looking for fingerprints like I'm going to crack a case.
Really? Did you get any, like clues?
I got zero clues, because the state and not federal, but the state government had already brought a detective in and already cleared the case. But had it gone to a chain above command, I probably would have been on it.
Dude, but you got to be a vigilante. Like, you have to be like, I don't work for the law. I work around the law, and then like do it your own way.
I mean, I could be a private investigator. I could be a dick if I wanted to. You know, I think I could do it.
Okay, I'm just pitching this right now. You're Sherlock Holmes, I'll be Watson, and I think we can really get to the bottom of some cases.
Yeah, but wasn't Sherlock Holmes savant? Didn't he have some mental issues?
No, he was a drug addict, but that's what we're talking about. Aaron Paul will get people to donate drugs to us. We'll get the meth. We'll start smoking that meth. Before you know it, we're solving crimes left and right, dude. Because, by the way, because think about it, if drug dealers stole your shit, maybe, just maybe, you have to fight fire with fire, and you can retrace their footsteps by smoking the same shit they were smoking.
The only way to stop a bad guy with a meth addiction is a good guy with a meth addiction. We can do this, Joey.
I really think I'm gonna need some people to go fund me so I can buy the so-called meth.
Oh
But
my
once
god.
we, but, but once we get the GoFundMe going, I really think we can get this shit started.
This GoFundMe stuff is getting out of hand, man. I mean, I'm seeing people start GoFundMe's so they can get a new Xbox controller. I mean, what are we doing?
Dude, well, Facebook is an enabler, dude. Facebook is so fucked up. So it was my birthday a few days ago, and I went on
Happy birthday,
Facebook.
Joey.
Oh, okay. I wasn't fishing for it, but thanks,
No,
thanks.
you're totally fishing for that, bro. That was a fish, and I took the bait.
You took the bait, and I fucking loved every second of it. So I'm on Facebook, just like checking like notifications, whatnot, and it's my birthday, or it's like the day before my birthday, and I get this big like message, like outstanding, outlandish, like very arts and crafty thing on Facebook, and it's like Joey, and there's like fucking I'm losing the words. What's the word? Confetti. It's like Facebook confetti's going all over my laptop screen, and they're like, Joey, it's almost your birthday. Team up with GoFundMe right now so you can like get money for something that you specifically want for your birthday. And it's
Oh
like,
my god.
and I'm just like, did they do their research at all? Like, I'm not one of those people at all. I don't need anything like that. I want nothing for my birthday this year. I'm like, the world is dying. Like, literally, people are dying. We're in a pandemic. We're literally having like almost like a mini race war right now with all these fucking racist cops. And in the midst of all of this shit, they're like, we gotta get Joey a fucking Xbox controller.
Oh my god. Joey needs a new TV stat, okay?
It's his birthday. Go fund him.
I'm getting tired
And
of Facebook sending me text messages every day as some guy I talked to twice in middle school. It's his birthday. I don't care about Timothy.
and Timothy is probably doing the GoFundMe Facebook feature where he's asking you to donate for something.
Yep, he did.
And
He did it, bro. Timmy needs that new TV, bro.
But like, I don't understand. Like, why does Mark Zuckerberg think this is a good thing? Like, why does he think that like everyone's birthday deserves a GoFundMe?
I'm not on Facebook, so I'm allowed to say this. Mark Zuckerberg, scumbag.
Yeah. He's not a good guy. He's not a good egg. And and it's so weird that like people love the Social Network movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's so weird that people love the movie about him, but physically hate him. Like it's a weird thing in our culture right now. Like we just did Scarface on my trailer trashing a podcast, and like Scarface is another thing that people love that movie. They have like the poster of Scarface like in their college dorm rooms. But nobody would like Scarface if they fucking met Tony Montana, you know?
No, Jordan Belfort would rob you and leave you penniless if he could.
I hate Jordan Belfort so much, and I'm so sick of all these kids who are like, Wolf of Wall Street's the best movie ever.
Oh my gosh, it's all the college kids. I had a joke I used to do. I might bring it back because of this.
Bring it back! Bring it back!
It was oh crap, what was it? It's like all okay, so all the frat guys' favorite movie in college was Wolf of Wall Street because they all wanted to like work on Wall Street, but the only thing they did was just develop the drug dependency part of that movie.
Yes! And they didn't learn anything about business. And if they did learn something about business, they learned how to like steal people's money by Venmo requesting everybody in their contacts $1 every day for the rest of their life. Do you know these people?
Nobody's requested $1 from me. Is that a thing? Is that a Connecticut thing?
Yeah, there's these people out there. I know a kid who like does it. He just like will like every day like Venmo requests like $1 from like 10 different people. And like people are stupid that like you'll just get like an idiot to like send you money, and I guess like over time it can add up because he's doing it like every day.
Yeah, I mean, dude, if I just spammed $1 to 1,000 people, I could probably get a couple bucks.
Get like $7. You can get like $7.
Yeah, all right, that's well worth my time. I mean, right now I am worthless, so that's well worth my time.
Oh my god, Venmo sketches me out so much. Venmo and PayPal, because I don't use PayPal, but I get emails every day that PayPal wants to reward me for being a good PayPal member.
That's weird.
And I know. Well, speaking of spam, I get spammed the most by this guy named Richard Cromier. This is a true thing. I can show you on my phone sometime. I think he has a number that's like one digit off of my number. And he like, I guess like signed up for like all these different email lists or whatnot. So I get like 5 texts a day being like, your coupon for this is going to expire, Richard. Please respond now. Or like I sometimes like I'm going to read you the most recent one because it was horrifying.
Is this like, oh, is this a federal crime to read other people's emails? Are we doing a crime right now?
No, because they're so sketchy. Sometimes they're very mundane, but some of them are very sketchy. So this one's mad sketchy. Guys are regaining back their dong with this awesome pill used by celebrities harder than Cialis. Test it for free. Richard. I can go all day. I have so many. I have thousands of this.
Of
Richard.
just like dong pills?
No, it's all different. This is another one I have. Richard, don't be arrested for carrying a gun in Connecticut. Get your permit today. Easy at getyourconcealedcarrypermit.com.
Okay, so basically all this guy looks up is guns and porn, or porn and guns. That's it.
Maybe everything. I have so many from this guy. Richard, stop wasting your money buying women drinks. Watch this quick video. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Richard,
Watch this quick video.
But stop wasting money buying women drinks? What does that mean? Oh, stop. It's saying stop wasting. I just realized what it was. It was saying like stop wasting your money buying like women drinks at bars.
Wait, what did you think it meant? Dude, I think anyone with a brain thought that's what that meant.
Dude, I read it. I'm so sorry. I read it as like, stop wasting your money buying this like feminine, girly drinks.
Stop wasting money buying Bahama Mamas. All right?
Yeah. Buy a real drink, like Monster, like for men.
Dude, I have because I'm in West Virginia, the heart of Trump country. I am just getting spam emails from Trump. I mean, it's not a real Trump account. My dad got a fake check from Melania Trump for $45. I don't know what's going on. I got a fake email from Trump right here. The tag says, "I love Mike Pence." So I don't know what like clown signed me up for some sort of Trump thing because they think like, oh, he's in West Virginia.
It was
That's a Trump
probably
guy. But
Richard.
like,
It was definitely Richard.
It was Richard. He's behind this. He's the one pulling the strings.
I think Richard stole broke into your house too. I think he's on meth. I think this is the point of the podcast. We gotta arrest this Richard guy,
dude. Crime podcasts, other than Joe Rogan, crime podcasts are the biggest podcasts in the world. If we crack this case, we're gold.
Oh my god, I see the intro now. In 2019, Joey started getting text messages from a guy named Richard. Then he teamed up with Franklin, and the rest is history. Today on Finding Richard.
Finding Richard. Finding Dick. Featuring the two private investigators. Finding Dick, featuring Franklin the Dick and Joey the Dick.
Yeah. I also go by Joey the Cock, Joey the Penis.
Yeah, take it the completely other way. And then that brings us back to buying subscription services on porn websites like Richard did.
Yeah, it's harder than Cialis. We gotta get this shit right now. I've never clicked the link on any of these emails, but I know my laptop will instantly die if I did.
Dude, if you click on anything like that, it's gonna explode. I mean, it's instant.
Oh my god. So let's stop talking about Richard because it just makes me depressed.
Okay, well, stop talking about Richard, but I do want to keep talking about the entertainment world because you and I are big entertainment fans. I used to stay up all night watching TMZ because I was obsessed with seeing the celebrities in real life, even though I wasn't in person. But it doesn't matter. Either way, you're a big entertainment guy. Who would you say, I don't know, is sort of like an inspiration, like outside of the comedy world? Do you have any inspiration?
Outside the comedy world, I guess my biggest inspiration would be, and by the way, if you're listening to this and you're going to make fun of me for this answer, I don't care. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I've heard it all before, so I'm ready for this.
Dude, it's Natasha Bedingfield, isn't it? Just say it.
Well, I love Natasha Bedingfield, but no, it's Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson's like my hero. So much of my comedy work ethic comes off what Jack Johnson does. I listen to like all of his interviews, and he's also like the greatest guy in the world. Like, like he's like my last faith in humanity for famous people.
Jack
Like
Johnson, the singer-songwriter?
yeah, like if he ever had like a scandal, then I would lose all faith in humanity because he's like the greatest guy in the world.
You know, I don't really know what he looks like, but in my brain, he looks like Dave Matthews.
He's better looking than Dave Matthews. Definitely has not done as many drugs as Dave Matthews. Overall, he's a better guy than Dave Matthews, but they're very good friends.
Okay, just overall, he's just way better than Dave Matthews. Yeah.
But they're good friends actually. They have a dope cover together of Jimmy Buffett's "Pirate Looks at 40," and they do a little duet to it. And it's beautiful.
Are you a jam band guy? I mean, you're talking about Jimmy Buffett, you're talking about Dave Matthews.
Yeah, I also love Fish and Grateful Dead. I guess I'm a little bit of a jam band guy.
I went to a Jimmy Buffett concert once, bro.
I've never seen Buffett live, but that's like a dream of mine.
It was pretty tight, bro. I was out in southern West Virginia, and it was at the PGA golf. Like there was a PGA golf event, and like so a concert came with the ticket, and I'm just in this like massive field in West Virginia, and Jimmy Buffett is just out there letting loose, son.
Oh my God! How many buttons were unbuttoned on his shirt?
Oh, he actually wore a t-shirt that night, but he did perform barefoot, and he wore sweatbands.
Yeah, you gotta wear sweatbands when you're Jimmy Buffett and you're sweating and all that West Virginia sun and all that 40-year-old woman plus. Like you gotta get that sweatband to get all that juice off your face. I get it,
dude. I mean, the parrot heads are a different breed, bro. You have grown adults walking around with pink flamingos on their cranium.
Oh, dude, I fucking love it, dude. And he always like starts his show out like this, like no matter what day it is. Like, do you know the day of the week it was?
What day of the week it was?
It's a very important question.
Event, so it had to have been either a Friday or a Saturday. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I watch a lot of Jimmy Buffett concerts on YouTube because I hate myself.
Dude, I watch John Mayer concerts on YouTube. It's normal.
So and if it's like a weekday, like let's say it's like a Monday night, he starts out by being like, "Hey, parrot heads, I know you guys are taking off work tomorrow because after tonight you'll be too hungover to go to work for the next week." And that's like his like opening like joke. He always says
it just kills. It
kills harder than like any stand-up joke I've ever written in my life. And
you gotta respect the kill.
He murders. He goes, I know if you got work tomorrow, you ain't showing up. it just destroys.
What's he say on the weekends?
I don't know what he says on the weekends. I feel like every Jimmy Buffett show I've ever seen has always been on the weekdays. I feel like he doesn't even perform on the weekends.
And we're back after we had an absolute banana land time. The audio went out. It was a whole thing, a whole rigmarole, as Joey just said. And we were talking about Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Buffett, wild card. He was in that movie Serenity with Matthew McConaughey recently. Did you watch that, yes or no?
Wait, Matthew McConaughey and Jimmy Buffett are in the same movie? That sounds like all my childhood fantasies coming true.
Oh no, it was Moondog. It wasn't Serenity. It was Moondog. I think the name of it was Moondog. McConaughey plays some like strung out poet or something like that, and Jimmy Buffett's just Jimmy Buffett in it.
He's like, it's 5:00 somewhere, Matthew.
Hey, pair of heads, how you doing out there tonight? I don't know Jimmy Buffett's voice.
Yeah, it's actually a very like simple like voice. It's nothing like over the top or like hilarious to like mimic because it's just like a very generic voice.
So you're a jam band guy. I
wouldn't say I'm a jam band guy. I in college I got really into the Grateful Dead.
Oh, and that makes
sense. So, but like, and I've been to jam band adjacent things, but I like the Dead more. I like the culture of the Grateful Dead a lot more than I like the culture of the generic jam band. If that, you get what I'm saying?
I do. I had like zero experience with the Grateful Dead at all. My ex's family was massive Grateful Dead fans. I'm pretty sure her mom like traveled around and followed them when she was younger. And her mom and her uncle will like get together and buy whatever concert they're playing, like, and just watch it on TV. They'll put the t-shirts on, they'll watch it on TV, and they'll like just jam out to it outdoors. It's a whole vibe, but all the songs sound very similar.
I do that too.
Holy cow! Do you buy the T-shirts with the bears?
Yeah, I put on the bear T-shirt. I actually right next to me, I have a bandana of Grateful Dead bears, and then I throw on like a concert like on my TV, and I sit there with like me and a couple buddies, and we'll drink a couple beers and watch it, and just have a great time. And the reason why the songs sound so similar is because what they do is, I guess for layman terms, it's called a jam, where they basically create a song on the spot that connects three of their songs together.
Wow, that's
So it's really
pretty.
cool. So like what they'll do is like they have this song called "Playing in the Band" where it's like playing in the band, and then like they'll go off and do a different song where like they're doing like I don't know like they're doing this like really dramatic song called "Standing on the Moon." It's like this long beautiful love song, and then like so you totally forget about the fun playing in the band song because you're like wow I'm listening to this love song, and then as like that love song's finishing you start hearing in the background some drumming, and the
Uh-oh.
drumming's like, why does that drumming sound familiar? And then out of nowhere, it's playing in the band again. You're like, oh my god, they just brought it back. It sounds
It's
when
playing
I
in the band.
when I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous. But if you ever want like an endorphins rush, it's like that will give it to you. Like you'll get like a fucking oh my god, you'll go all over the place. It's the most exciting thing ever when they bring back a song from like 3 songs ago into that song.
I mean, I
So
mean, I know, like, I know Grateful Dead speak, fan speak, Deadhead speak in the sense that, like, whenever somebody asks you what your favorite song is, you don't say like the song itself. You'll say like, "Oh, it was this during this year."
well, actually, it's more specific than that. You'll actually say the actual date and like the actual concert that
Oh, okay, I'll tell you mine. You want to hear mine?
yeah, lay it on me, sister.
Franklin's Tower, Dead and Co. The no November 2017, Madison Square Garden.
Oh, yo, that was a good one. I was there the day before that actually. That was a two-parter, and I didn't go to that. And after I listened to that, I was so pissed off because I was like, oh my god, that one's so good. I missed out. I'm a loser.
Yeah.
Uh, my favorite Franklin's Tower is probably I know my favorite Franklin's Tower by Dead and Co. It's probably Camden, New Jersey, 2017, and I believe it was July 25th, but I'm
Hmm.
not 100.
I think this one was November 18th. Franklin's Tower. I
Yeah,
think.
no, I remember because I was there November 17th, the day before, and that was an awesome show. That I actually watched that show a lot. But this is getting no one's listening to us at this point.
No, dude, I
so
got some pretty loyal listeners. I hope.
so you like Dead and Co because you like John Mayer.
Well, it's a newfound love, but it burns bright, my friend. It's a supernova, but which means it'll die young. But I guess I'm a big John Mayer fan. I wasn't whenever my sister was a fan of him, but I got into him probably like a couple years ago.
Okay, you have to give me the breakdown. What led to you? Because if you said you got into John Mayer from the start, I would have understood that. But you're telling me you saw him be a pretty boy asshole. You didn't that didn't do it for you. Then you saw him go beyond the pretty boy asshole and like dated Katy Perry and then like let on teenage Taylor Swift. You saw all of that and you were like, I'm still not on board.
Yeah,
And then
none of that moved the needle for me.
and so what happened that made you be like, now I'm ready for everything John Mayer does?
Oh,
Like I
dude,
don't
I even
understand.
love the deep tracks now, man. I mean, like, well, the thing is, me is like I'm an obsessive person. So when I find something new, I have to find out everything about it. And I remember seeing John Mayer.
Same.
I remember seeing John Mayer on TMZ when I was a kid, and it's like, okay, I don't really care, this is like a music guy. And then I watched interviews with him, and I heard the way he broke down his songs and his thinking behind things, and I'm like, wow, I can get behind the science behind all of his music and stuff like that. And then there's a couple songs that like really, I don't know, I hate to say the word spoke to me because like they're songs, and they're, I guess you can connect with them on a deeper meaning if you want to be a narcissist and connect everything to yourself. But there was a couple songs that I'm like, wow, like this kind of relates to what I'm going through. Like I can get down with this.
I actually reject that notion that you're a narcissist for doing that because I think we're both. It's funny calling comedy art, but we're both artists, and I think it's our goal when we tell jokes and stories that we want somebody to relate to that and make it all about them when they're consuming the thing we're making.
Mhm.
And that's how you get like people to fuck with you, is that like you have to
The
speak
relatability, yes.
yeah. So I think John Mayer would actually be very flattered by that, and that he wouldn't think you're a narcissist for thinking that.
Okay. Well, all
Uh,
right. Thank you
yeah.
for answering for John for me. That'd be great because he's a Connecticut guy. If you could just tell him I said what's up, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah. I live in Connecticut. I feel very connected to my local Connecticutites or whatever we call themselves.
It's a hotbed for talent. Hotbed for talent. I mean, I just had Claire on here. Claire's great.
Oh, she's a Connecticut girl. Love her. She's great. I'm gonna. She's like my favorite drinking buddy, probably.
She was talking to me. She was just like, yeah, some nights, I do mics and it's like, everybody's getting drunk and it's like, I'm just gonna have a Coke for dinner. That's gonna be my meal.
Yes. That's very clear. But it's funny that you said that like you relate to John Mayer, because I
no. I don't necessarily relate to John Mayer.
I mean John Mayer songs, because I have the cringiest memories of my life relating to John Mayer songs. Like I remember when I was a little kid, he had that song "Bigger Than My Body."
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like, I listened to that song by myself, being like, oh, this song's like very relatable. I get it. And then I remember like in middle school, I went on a ski trip with like my friends from middle school, and their parents had like the aux cord, so we were passing the aux cord around, and we were putting our iPhones, whatever iPods into the aux cord. And one time it was my turn, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna show you the song right now, and I think it's pretty sick. It's really good. And I put on "Bigger Than My Body," and my friends just roasted me. They were like, dude, that song sucks. The lyrics are not deep at all. This guy's a loser. He's a clown. He's a hack. Get out of here. And I was so crushed, because I was like, to me, it's like, that song is about me. If you think that song's lame, you don't get me.
You don't get me. You would never get me. I think there's a couple songs I can relate to. I mean, I don't want to get too deep on a comedy podcast, but I guess people want to relate to me.
Really? Get it.
I'm trying to think. I honestly am trying to think a lot. I mean, "In the Blood" is a deep one, just because, like, there's this lyric and it's like, what about this feeling that I'm never good enough? And I'm just like, yeah, like, I think everyone has that feeling where it's just like, especially artists, it's just like, well, what if like this art, because it's a big swing, and if it's a big swing, it could lead to a big.
Is In the Blood? Is In the Blood about the time when Taylor Swift had her first period while he was on a date with her because she was like
15? No, that's I think it's called "Paper Doll." Is the song about the Taylor Swift, but he says it's not about Taylor Swift. It's not. But
can we Google how old Taylor Swift was when she dated John Mayer? I feel like she was not 18.
She was 19, dude. She had to have been. Please, can't she be 19 for my sake?
But John Mayer was like 39, I believe, right?
No, I think he was just 30.
No. Because he's like, you know what? I don't know. I shouldn't make fun of John Mayer, because I've seen John Mayer live like 10 times.
What? How? Dead & Co?
Dead & Company. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've never gone to a John Mayer concert. That's actually a really funny story, by the way. So I always liked the Grateful Dead music. I was a fan of their songs, but I remember being like, I'm not like a Deadhead. I don't want to go to like their shows, because their shows are fucking lame as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. And then my friend Marshall, who talks like this, he's like, my name's Marshall, I'm from Boston. He's like, dude, you gotta see fucking bloody John Mayer with the Dead. He's fucking sick, man. He's fucking so good. And I was like, what? I don't want to see John Mayer with the Dead. What the fuck are you talking about, you psychopath? I thought he was fucking with me. He goes, no, dude, I'm not fucking with you. John Mayer, man, he's fucking incredible. He's at the Dead. You gotta see it. And so I fucking go to this show with him. And it's fucking awesome. It's fucking sick. But the whole time I'm standing there, I'm like, I'm not a fucking 13-year-old girl. I'm not going to lose my mind to fucking John Mayer.
Dude, his fan base is I mean, like, because I follow him on Instagram and I like the videos of him playing guitar and stuff like that. And so my explore page is all these like John Mayer fan pages, and they are like creepy, bro, with the stuff that they say. I mean, like his fans are.
Why? What do they say? What do they say?
Oh man, I mean, there was one. It's like it's National Dream Day, and you know who I lay awake at night dreaming about, and it's just like, God. I mean, I can't
I
do it.
love that. I love that for him. Oh, thank God for him.
Dude, what bothers me, it's like his fan base, I feel like is pretty broad, but most of them are older people, but then you got people like me, I guess younger people. And my bookie is the biggest John Mayer fan. I mean, he has seen him like
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait. Time out. You can't just casually drop and you have a bookie. What?
Oh, I'm an addict, bro. I'm an addict.
What do you gamble? What's your poison?
I mean, some sports and roulette. I don't like to do blackjack a lot, but roulette and yeah, sports.
So your bookie is a John Mayer
Oh,
fan.
he is the
How?
biggest John Mayer fan. I mean, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy. He's not gonna break my kneecaps. I mean, but I pay on time. So, he's just a good guy. And he said, "Yeah, man, I've seen him like 10 times." And it's like, dang, dude, you probably went and saw him with the money I gave you. So, like, I paid for a John Mayer ticket and I didn't go see him.
Oh my God. So like he's like, yo, bro, you fucking owe me 10 G's. And also, did you see that new John Mayer single? It actually really changed my life.
Also, bro, I mean, I know a lot of people say Gravity's his biggest hit, but honestly, bro, it's got to be Slow Dancing. I mean, that solo, the second solo, it'll just melt your mind, bro, when he plays it live.
So remember how you were saying that your mom, that your girlfriend mom, like traveled with the Grateful Dead for a while?
Yeah.
So it's so funny because talking about John Mayer makes me think about that. Because I remember thinking like people who travel with the dead are so weird, it's so bizarre. Why the fuck is John Mayer here? And then before you know it, the Grateful Dead's the only band in the world where this has ever happened to me. As the concert's ending, I'm stuck in an hour, like 20-minute conversation with some random guy I just met, and he's telling me about what these shows are, and he's like, yeah, man, just download TripAdvisor app. And now I'm downloading the TripAdvisor app, and I'm like, I'm planning out the next 3 shows and the motels I'm going to stay at. And I'm like, wow, this is really affordable. And he goes, oh, by the way, listen to this podcast. If you put their promo code, you can actually get 50% off on your next TripAdvisor purchase. I'm like, oh shit, thanks for that promo code, dude. And I'm about to like hit send, like my credit card number is all in. I'm like, wait, what the fuck's going on? What just happened? Why did I almost just buy fucking 3 plane tickets to like go to West Virginia, Canada, and Mexico to see the Dead? What's going on?
Dude, they hook you. They get those hooks in you, and you're hooked. It's the Grateful Dead. It's the drugs. That's what did it. It's the drugs.
It's almost like I was in a trance because I almost hit submit, and I almost just bought like 3 plane tickets.
You're gonna go watch them in Lakeview, Texas, and then San Diego.
And my friend Kevin comes over and goes, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, dude, I was just talking to Joshua over here, and his sister has a house in Lake Tahoe that he'll let us stay at while they're playing there. And then Kevin looks over and goes, there's no one standing there. I'm like, I swear he was just here.
Dude, it's a figment of your imagination. The Dead, bro. They'll do that to you.
I know. And then my friend just takes my phone and goes, get out of TripAdvisor. You don't need any of that shit. What are you doing?
Turns out you weren't on TripAdvisor at all. You were on AshleyMadison.com, and you were just.
What's Ashley Madison?
That's where people look for hookups with married people.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I'll get on that. Married swingers, they need loving too, man. Who am I to deprive anybody from their sexual urges?
For real, dude. I mean, like, I'm a big let people do what you want guy.
Yeah, my body is a canvas and you're the artist. Do as you please.
Hey. No, Joey. Your body isn't a canvas. Your body is a wonderland. There it is.
Get out of town.
There it is, baby.
You said to all the guys on the podcast with your Wonderland.
Every
oh my
guy.
God. So I used to see this like really like cool hip black barber, and like he was like a tough guy, like like a real badass.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear to God, he's given me a haircut once, and Your Body is a Wonderland comes on, and I'm like, that's interesting. And then 2 songs later, it comes on again. I'm like, that's weird. And it comes on a third time in one haircut. And this guy's like a tough black guy. I'm like, hey man, I'm sorry to bother you, but like, why is like this John Mayer song, Your Body's Wonderland, like keep popping up? And he got like so sentimental, and he goes, my girl and I are in a fight, and that's her favorite song. And I guess I'm just listening to it to feel connected to her. And this is like a 55-year-old tough New York City like black gentleman who like who's in all of my years of getting haircuts from him has never been emotional to me at all. And I'm just like, dude, she'll come back. She always does. Like, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what to say. It's so weird, bro. You'll hear John Mayer songs in the craziest spot. I heard one in the grocery store one day, and then I saw this TikTok. This girl did a POV. She goes, POV, you're sitting in the lobby of of an Applebee's in 2007, and in the background you hear, I wanna run through the halls of my house.
My house.
And in the back you just hear that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've definitely been there on a Sunday afternoon. It was awesome, man. I just like his stuff. You should listen to. He's got a couple podcasts with people that he talks about playing with the Grateful Dead. He has one with Al Franken, the SNL guy Al Franken.
Oh, no way.
And they just talk about the Dead, and Al Franken is a massive Dead guy, and he has big enough balls to tell John Mayer, you know what? Night 2 wasn't as good as night 1. I mean, dude, he tells him this to his face.
Oh my god, I gotta fucking check that out. That sounds hilarious.
Check it out, man. It's pretty good. And then they play this game where Frank, like, they'll just be talking, and Franklin will say a song in the middle of it, and John will just like do it with like his mouth. They'll be like Franklin's Tower, and he'll be like, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum. Like he'll just like do that.
So is that your favorite song because your name's Franklin?
Oh, 1,000%. Yeah, I only know like 4 songs, and that's one of them. Touch of Grey, Ripple, Athea.
So that was like me with Bob Dylan's song called Joey, until I realized he's singing about like a terrible mafia guy that Sebastian Maniscalco played in The Irishman.
Oh, Crazy Joe, what's his name?
Yeah, and so after seeing Sebastian play that character, I'm just like, yeah, that song is not me at all.
I'm not going to get shot outside of a clam house or whatever the building was.
So I was working as a PA on a TV show for True TV one day. Mm-hmm. And there was this, well, I was working there for like a couple months actually. And there was this guy on set who was so intimidating, so scary, a lot, like very, he was a lot to deal with, and he didn't smile ever. He was never nice to anybody on set. And I got ordered to go into his van and break down this film equipment that he needed help with. And so it's nighttime. I'm in a van. It's kind of creepy. And I open up the van door to him just like unloading all this shit, yelling, no radio on. He's doing it all a cappella, yelling the lyrics to Bob Dylan's Joey. And he makes eye contact with me right as he says, Joey! And we make eye contact. And I swear to God, it was the most intimate moment of my life.
You fell in love that night. You fell in love.
It was more intimate than having a beautiful black man like shave my face closely to me while singing "Your Body's a Wonderland."
You've had these like, borderline erotic experiences with older men. I think that's your thing.
I know there's a lot of homoerotic stuff going on in my life. I don't know if I think I'm a sensual guy and I radiate it. I think I'm asking for it. I think that's the issue.
Well, what were you wearing, bro? What were you wearing?
Dude, I'm leading on all these older men, and it's terrible. I got dimples, man. You got dimples. Older men can't resist.
That'll do it. That'll do it every time.
I wish that my charm worked on women my own age as well as it works on these men.
See, the card that I try to play is like the not necessarily like using the words too good. It sounds bad, but like I try to make it play like it's like well, I'm not like playing a game where I don't care about them because I do, but I'm trying to make it be like, oh, I have options when really I don't. And so that leaves me at the end of the day with 0 options.
I know. It's playing it cool. I'm not cool enough to play it cool. And so it always ends terribly for me. So I've just accepted myself, and I'm now just this obnoxious uh quadruple texter, and I shamelessly do it. I don't care.
Hey, I'm proud of
If
you.
you want, if
First
you want,
step, you got to admit it, brother. First step.
if you want to be my lover, you're gonna get 5 to 6 texts from me. You're gonna respond back eventually, and then I'll have to text you. Was that too many texts before? I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
Yeah, dude.
And then
You
add
gotta send that text, be like, that was too much. I apologize. But then that adds to the texts.
Yes, and then I'm apologizing quadruply for the quadruple text.
And then I make a typo, and then I gotta fix that. So that's another text.
It's another text. And basically, I've sent over 50 texts, and this girl has texted me 3 times total.
And she waits 23 hours to text me back. But maybe she's just really busy.
She's really busy. She has family members that she needs to take care of. She has a job. She has her crossword puzzles. She's busy girl.
Dude, I mean, the runaround Sue that my brain plays for the excuses. I mean, I am out here trying to think of, well, maybe, she got stuck in traffic, and maybe, she picked up a construction job. I don't know.
She's a responsible driver. She doesn't text and drive.
Dude, I want to go back real quick to the Franklin's Tower song. Isn't that about Ben Franklin?
No.
It's not?
No.
In Franklin's Tower, there
Ben
hangs a bell. That's not the Liberty Bell? That's not Ben Franklin?
No, I'm pretty sure it's biblical.
Ooh.
Am I wrong?
Ooh.
Wait, I actually think it's about cocaine or something.
Wait, what?
Wait, somebody told me recently that Franklin's Tower is a drug song.
I mean, it's the Grateful Dead. They're all drug songs.
You know what? I don't know. I don't think it's Ben Franklin. It's either biblical or it's either with everything with the Grateful Dead. It's always biblical or it's
drugs
or it's it's biblical or drugs.
But Franklin's Tower. Hold on. I'll pull up the lyrics. In Franklin's Tower, there hangs a bell.
Oh wait, you're right, dude. You're right. It's about Benjamin Franklin.
Yes.
So Frank, so you're saying that you're obsessed with things, dude. My obsession with music goes so much more intense because at least John Mayer is known to be cool. Even if people shit on him, there are people out there who think he's cool.
Yes.
The 2 guys that I listen to the most and am the most obsessed with is Jack Johnson and Weezer.
But that's all from the same era. If you were a white guy, singer-songwriter in the early 2000s, you got a record deal.
But the thing is, you can't defend. You can defend John Mayer. I don't think I can.
You can defend
Weezer.
Weezer has some of the biggest hits of all time.
Like what?
Island in the Sun, Beverly Hills. I mean, those are massive hits.
Yeah, those aren't the songs I listen to, bro. I'm a deep tracks only guy.
Okay, I know. I understand. And Jack Johnson. It's you and 28-year-old women for Jack Johnson. No, I'd say 35-year-old women for Jack Johnson.
Dude, 35-year-old women who listen to Jack Johnson, bring it on. I'm here for it. I want to talk to you about banana pancakes and the whole shebang-a-bang. I actually hate that people always bring up banana pancakes because I actually love all of Jack Johnson's catalog. He doesn't have a bad song. I've listened. I memorized the lyrics to all of his songs, all 1,000 of them. And he did something. He said something that has changed my life forever. There was a time in comedy when I felt you remember how before the podcast you and me were talking about how sometimes you just feel we're not funny?
All the time, yes.
So there was this weird time in comedy where I thought I was gonna go into comedy and I thought I was gonna change people's lives. I thought Dave Chappelle and Richard Pryor, Louis C.K. You know how they can George Carlin, they have these bits that literally can change the way you think about a certain subject.
Right. I mean, they're very poignant. They can just they're almost preaching in a sense.
Yeah. They do this thing that they can bring up this political point that seems almost politically incorrect, and then when they break it down, you're no, you're politically incorrect for not understanding my perspective on it. That whole the whole Louis C.K. but but maybe thing, you know what I'm talking about, where he's people with peanut allergies should be treated special for it, but they also should die. You know what I mean? You know that bit he has?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I remember thinking I was gonna write all these smart, silly bits like that, and that was gonna be like my bread and butter. But I was fucking 20 years old. I'm like drinking alcohol like every day. I'm in college. I'm a fucking mess, and I'm not smart enough to write jokes like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not clever, and so I thought like I had to quit comedy. I thought like I should just give up on it, and then I listened to a Jack Johnson interview, and Jack Johnson was saying that he loved heavy metal music. Like, do you know the band Fugazi or something?
No, never heard of him.
Yeah, I don't know them either, but he was like, yeah, there was this band, heavy metal band. It's what I love. It's what I listened to growing up. It's like everything I've ever wanted to be. And so I became a musician. And the thing is, I hated playing that type of music. Even though it's my favorite music to listen to, I couldn't write it. I couldn't like get a connection to it. I couldn't make it my own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because he was like, oh, I realized that I'm a surfer bum from Hawaii. That's not my life. Hardcore heavy metal is not my surroundings. So I got to write about what it's like to be a Hawaiian surfer bum.
Wow.
And that changed my life because I was trying so hard to be Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, George Carlin. And then I woke up one day and I was like, I am not those guys. I'll never be those guys. I love them, but that's not my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought about, what the fuck am I? And that's the day I realized, oh, I broke my penis when I was 14 years old. I don't think anybody's talking about breaking that penis when they're 14 years old. Let me write about that. And that whole Jack Johnson interview is what made me realize that and kind of changed my whole outlook on comedy and what I should talk about, and realizing that I'm not a bad comedian for not doing the things that I personally like to listen to.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I can completely relate to you there. Like, I can't do the mannerisms that Maniscalco does, and I can't be as methodical as Seinfeld is with his joke writing. Like, I just have to do the things that I do well, which obviously I'm still trying to figure that out. But like, I totally understand what you mean. It's again going back to, I think I said this off air. I could have said this on air. It's comparing your baseball card to other people's baseball cards. It's like, wow, I suck.
Do you ever go golfing?
I'm a pretty good golfer. Yeah.
So even though you're competing against other people that you're playing with, whatever they do will never affect what you do.
Right. That's a good way to look at it.
And whenever I'm feeling lost in the world, I just gotta continue thinking about playing golf, because if fucking Franklin hits a hole in one, I can't aim to hit a hole in one because that's not the game I'm playing. Like, I know what I have to do. I have to fucking just make it on the par. Not in par. Make it on the fairway, and then hopefully chip it on the green and two putt it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's my game, and whatever you're doing is not going to affect the fact that's my game.
Yeah. I completely understand that. It's like, you're out there playing. It's like you're playing against yourself.
You're playing yourself. Yes.
You're playing against yourself. And there's a lot of parallels. I genuinely believe that baseball has the most parallels with comedy, but that golf analogy is pretty good. I like that.
Well, I know more about sports analogies than you know about sports analogies, and I'm offended that you think you can even top me on that.
Okay, go ahead.
Asshole.
I mean, you're a basketball guy. I'm a baseball guy. Let's go. What's up, guy?
That's my only sports metaphor. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I said, go ahead.
I got my Jack Johnson metaphor and my golf analogy, and that's it. I'm a hack after that.
Dude, I rack my brain and I hear. So you said dating you get all those text messages. Dating me, it's like you will get a text at 3 a.m. from a weird metaphor about something that is completely unrelated to what we're talking about, but I need to work it out in my brain. And I'm like, so what do you think about this? And say, this is this and this is this. And it's like, like you're going to be confused as to what I'm talking about. But in my brain, it makes perfect sense.
Dude, I know what you mean. You've never spoke truer words to me. It's so embarrassing. I listen to music or I'll watch like a comedy special and I'll get this like deep, long, hour long of thinking, and I'll literally type it out to either a girl I'm talking to or like a sibling or a close friend of mine. And I've gotten to the point now where I can type that out, then copy and paste it and put it in my notes and not send the text. But for a long time in my life, I would type it all out, hit send, and then the next morning they'll be like, why the fuck do you text me this nonsense at 4 a.m.? And I'm like, That's my manifesto. That is my Sistine Chapel. That's my Mona Lisa.
Oh yeah, you're in one of those everything I've ever said is gold moods. Yes.
Yes, but luckily I now, and this is my advice to you, after you type it out, copy and paste it, put it in your notes, read it again as a note, and tell me if you still think you should send that text.
Right. I mean, I do that with Twitter a lot, bro. I mean, there's so many times where I think like, oh, this is the one that finally, finally gets my page big. This is the one that finally goes viral, and it's like, leave it in the drafts. Think about it.
Leave in the drafts, forget about it.
I've
I'm so
typed
bad
out,
at Twitter.
bro. I have typed out like these things about how people are doing this the entire wrong way, and like the comedy industry is changing. Either like you get it or you don't, and all that stuff. And then I just hit X. Like I'm just like, nope, out. Hit X. I just needed to like type it just to like say it, and then like get rid of it. Like I don't need everyone else to see it.
So that's like me every time I'm on comedy Facebook and I see all these comedians write like these long things. Quarantine killed comedy. You Zoom comedians are hacks. Blah blah blah. I literally will like I'll write like a long essay why that guy's wrong, and then I delete it because I'm like, there's no way I can send that. I don't want to get in a fight with this comedian from like Atlanta, Georgia, who I met once at a comedy festival 2 years ago.
Yeah, dude, that guy's already lost, man. I think. Like people like that in their own mind, like you have to adapt or die, and that's one thing. Like I love.
Thank you.
I love olden things. Like am such a big fan of older entertainers and stuff like that, and like it's a hard band-aid to rip off that like the things that you admired and wanted to do aren't necessarily there anymore, or like or a completely different thing. And we talked about it off air. I said like Dean Martin is one of my favorite entertainers of all time. Dean Martin never had a podcast. Jerry Seinfeld never had a podcast. So it's like these things, the barriers to enter are gone. Like you have to do your own thing, and you do your own thing very well with your one-man shows.
Oh man, thank you so much. I have a new one coming out. I don't know when because I'm trying to figure out what to do with it. I can actually put it on. There's a chance I may put it on Amazon, which would be cool. Because I think people watch TV on Amazon now. If they don't,
I watched that Mike
Cannon.
I watched that Mike Cannon movie on Amazon like a week ago.
Oh, which one was that? It's
the comedy love triangle one.
Oh, I haven't seen that shit. I'll check it out. I love him.
He's good. I mean, it's just like this is me talking positively about it. This is just my words. It's like it's a classic like love triangle where the artist is like, do I love my art or do I love the girl? That type of thing.
Wow, I gotta check that out. But yeah, I have a one-man show coming out that I may throw on Amazon. Or my producer actually wants me to submit it to film festivals. Do you think film festivals will want to see a nicely shot comedy special?
I think it'd be a change of pace from film festivals. I was in a couple student film festivals in college, and those were wild.
Yeah, it is a film. It's not a film. It's just not like a movie with a narrative.
Yeah, but I mean, like it's a little bit goofier than from what you've told me. It's a little bit, and from what I've seen, it's a little bit goofier than your previous one-man show.
Yeah, but it holds up. The most goofiest thing about it is that the opening is a Cheers. It's like a ripoff off a Cheers theme song.
Oh, nice! Where everybody knows your name, huh?
Yeah. It's a song.
Are you as obsessive as olden entertainment stuff as I am? I feel like you are.
Dude, oh my God. I'm so obsessed with old shit. I watch Cheers all the time. I watch Dick Cavett clips all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Woody Allen fan. I read all of his plays.
Oh, wow. What was the one where he had? What was the one he had with Larry David? They made it into the movie.
Are you talking about? I think it's About Time. I think it's called. No. Something. What is that called? It's something. No, Clear History was his movie without Woody Allen.
Woody Allen, and it's starring Larry David.
Yeah. I think it's About Time, but I think I maybe got that wrong.
Hold on,
whatever works. Whatever works.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to memorize that opening monologue. Where he goes, "What do you want from me? Do you want?" It's such a good monologue.
Larry's the best at delivery with stuff like that. I mean, he was the perfect character for that role.
Oh, I know. That's where I first learned the happy birthday, wash your hands thing, with that everybody's now doing over the pandemic.
Oh, really? Dude, I mean, me as a germaphobe, I have been preparing for this moment my entire life. It is bananas to me, Joey, that people are like, all right, we have to follow. There's riots because people have to wash their hands. I mean, this is insane to me.
Dude, my sister, dude, fucking got mad at me because I was like, you should wear your face mask all the time. And she's like, I can't breathe in my face mask. I'm like, that's not true. You can breathe in your face mask. I go skiing with my sister. She wears a face mask while she skis. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
If you can wear a face mask while you're fucking doing a physical activity, you can wear a face mask as you shop in CVS. Are you fucking kidding me?
Pro baseball players are wearing the face mask to play games in, and it's just like, dude, you telling me you work harder than a professional athlete? Come on.
I hate these people who say they can't breathe wearing a face mask. It's the least dumbest, most stupidest thing I've ever heard.
And these fake notes that people are like, well, I have a medical condition where I don't have to wear my mask. Are you kidding me?
I feel like King Kill in King of the Hill when he's like, it makes God no sense. Wait, you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
God damn it makes no sense.
The only thing I know is oh, Bobby, oh. That's the only thing I know about Hank Hill.
Who?
Bobby.
No, yeah, whenever Bobby says something he doesn't know how to respond, he goes, it makes no darn sense, Bobby. Like,
it makes no darn sense, Bobby. Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, there we go. No, that was bad. I can't do impressions. I'm so bad at it.
Well, I mean, he's got a hint of like I think they're in Texas. He's got a hint of like a country thing.
Yeah, Texas.
So like that's just a product of my environment. It's pretty easy to do the country accents.
Yeah, I can't do the country accent. I can try Paul McCartney again.
They don't. No, save us, save our cues. No, man, but yeah, man, it's wild. I mean,
I make a sing song, and then people want to buy my record, and I'm like, oh, I'm Paul.
I'm Paul. Yeah. Oh, I'm Paul McCartney. Yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah, but people.
I do this the piano. I'm done.
I cannot believe, bro. This has become a political issue that we are trying to like. Even if it comes out decades from now that wearing a mask didn't do anything, it's like it does not matter. I mean, just help out.
Go to fucking Korea, man. In South Korea, they've been wearing face masks every day just normally because they fucking just find people gross. They're grossed out by people. I wish everybody was as grossed out by people as people like South Korea and China are. I went to China before, and I felt so happy that it was common for people just to wear face masks. And this was pre-pandemic. This was like 2013. I was in China, and everyone was just wearing face masks because they're like, yeah, I don't want your spit to be anywhere near me.
All right, and while you're here, remember to go to baseballlegendapparel.com. Use promo code Frank with a K at checkout for 10% off your final purchase. Hats, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, bracelets, stickers, all that cool stuff and more. Check it out, baseballlegendapparel.com. Promo code Frank with a K, 10% off your final purchase. Joey, where did you... So we're still having technical issues. We might not even have a middle part of this podcast. This might... Like, we just talked for 45 minutes, and it might be gone, and that's great. Where did you go to college? You keep talking, like, in the past 45 minutes, you talked about college a couple times. Where did you go?
I went to NYU, New York University, but before I went there, I went to Franklin and Marshall, which is a little college in middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. And
I know Franklin Marshall.
Oh, you know it? Hell yeah. So after,
yeah, I asked him to come watch me play soccer.
What?
Yeah,
like in high school, like you were getting recruited.
Not really recruited. I mean, it's Franklin and Marshall, but yeah.
And did they come and see you play soccer?
Not that I know of, and if they did, they didn't like it because I don't think I got any emails. I probably have a couple like letters or like little like school pamphlets in like a box somewhere that say Franklin and Marshall. I thought it was cool because there's a D1 school in my home state that's called Marshall. And I was like, wow, this school combines my two favorite things, myself and Marshall. I'll just go there.
Dude, Marshall's a sick school, dude. I fucking Chad Pennington went there.
Yeah, bro. Are you a Jets fan?
No, I'm a Chad Pennington fan, though. I fucking love that guy. Randy Moss went to Marshall as well.
He did, bro.
I got a poster of Randy Moss in my childhood bedroom that I'm looking at right now.
I picked up a Randy Moss. I picked up a Randy Moss rookie card yesterday for $8. Thought that was a pretty good deal. He's an all-timer.
You are a little like sports gambling fanatic, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like the
bro.
only people who pick up rookie cards are people who are like, okay, I'm gonna pick up this rookie card, I'm gonna sell it for a lot of money, and then I'm gonna finally pay off my bookie.
Dude, okay. I may have like I spent $320 on a Tyler Hero rookie card. I'm trying to flip it for 500 in 2 weeks.
Dude, Tyler Hero is my boy. That's like one of my favorite basketball players.
Well, I got a rookie card if you want it for 500.
Fuck, I am not. I am not in deep with the shark, so I don't need that bait. I'm okay.
God dang, man. All I'm thinking about is if we just recorded 45 minutes and my audio botched it because my West Virginia freaking internet kicked out.
Yo, by the way, did you go to West Virginia?
Yeah, I graduated West Virginia University, baby.
Yo, one of my favorite people ever is Noel Devine. He was like your starting running back like in
Why is that
2007.
your favorite guy?
Because he was just like the most fun football player to watch in college. Like he was just a blast. Like he was sick.
Oh, he was so fast, man. He has arguably one of the best high school highlight tapes of all time.
Yo, I've seen that high school highlight tape. That's why I was so hyped for him. And then he got 2 different girls pregnant, and then like he like quit football.
He had a lot of baby mamas in college, man, and it's really funny that he's one of your favorite athletes of all time because after like his stint with like the Canadian Football League or whatever didn't work out, he went back to college and he was in one of my classes and he came up to me and he he was handing out papers to everybody, just walking down the line handing papers to everybody, and I was like, no, I have one already. He goes, no, you need this, and he he just forced me to take another paper.
Yo, like, did he have like charisma? Did he seem like a sweetheart?
He seemed like a nice guy. Yeah, he was really short. I didn't even realize. Like, I knew he was short.
Oh
but, like,
yeah, he was like that's why he was like 5'7", 5'8".
he's short. Yeah.
Dude, I'm 5'8", so fuck off.
No, he was. I mean, he's a tiny dude, man. He's a tiny dude.
Well, he was just so much fun to play with in like the NCAA football games back in the day.
Oh
Like
my gosh,
if you
dude!
did
I love the college football games.
if you did like the read option and pitched it to him, that's a touchdown every time.
Automatic. And Pat White, bro. Pat White at the helm. It's over.
Wait, Pat White was the quarterback, right?
Yes, sir.
Dude, he was so fast, dude. Pat Wright and Noel Devine. I was such a big West Virginia fan. What's your name? Are you guys the Volunteers?
Oh, Mountaineers. Close.
Mountaineers. Yeah. What is it? What team is the Volunteers? Is it the Tennessee?
Yeah, Tennessee, dude. That's a fraud fan base, by the way. I don't even care if I have any fans that went to Tennessee. They're fraud fan base.
Dude, that's such a bad name. Yo, I have so much school spirit. What are you guys rooting for? Well, we volunteer a lot.
Yeah, dude. School nicknames are wild, bro. There's Kent State is the Golden Flashes, whatever that is, and Akron is the Zips. So they're just stupid names.
So my favorite. So I was actually mad bum about leaving FNM because FNM was the Diplomats, and I thought that was the best name.
But that
I love that.
But that makes it seem like it's some rich boarding school where you guys wear crusted jackets and stuff like that.
Well, it's Franklin and Marshall because Benjamin Franklin and John Marshall.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
And it's all connected back to you fucking Ben Franklin's
Tower, and it doesn't matter because if that 45 minutes doesn't show up, nobody knows what we're talking about right now.
You saying that as if it was like the lyric of Franklin's Tower.
Dude, I might be, if Bobby Weir needs a backup, I got him. I can be backup vocals.
Yeah. You had the Birkenstocks and short shorts to go along with it?
Dude, I'm not a Birkenstocks person. My sister is, though. Are you a Birkenstock guy?
Oh, no. I was just making fun of Bob Weir.
Nah. All right. Whatever. You've been to, how many Grateful Dead concerts have you been to?
You know, I got to count it out because the Grateful Dead aren't alive anymore. Like, the band doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, sorry. Excuse me. Dead & Co.
But, do you want to know about Dead & Co. or Grateful Dead shows in general? Because I've been to... Let's see, Dead & Co.
I'm an idiot, so just explain it all to me and to the listener.
So, all right, so essentially, Grateful Dead isn't around anymore because Jerry Garcia is dead. So, like, the actual band Grateful Dead does not exist anymore. However, there's a ton of Grateful Dead tribute bands. The most famous one is the John Mayer one called Dead & Company, where it's John Mayer with Bob Weir from the Grateful Dead, Mickey Hart from the Grateful Dead, and and Bill Kreisner. So like there's three
Mm.
actual people from the Dead in the Dead and Company
Yeah.
with John Mayer. So I've seen them like 6 or 7 times, but I've also seen this band called Grateful Shred before. There's another famous band called J-Rad, which they do Grateful Dead cover bands. I saw another
Jesus.
great. So I'm into like, and then Jerry Garcia also had his own band called the Jerry Garcia Band, and that band still tours without like Jerry Garcia is dead, but they still tour. So I've also seen the revival of the Jerry Garcia Band. So I've seen like 11 or 12 Grateful Dead related bands in my life.
How many of these have you seen Bill Walton at?
None, but I love Bill Walton, dude. Bill's an animal.
I heard he's at like everything.
Yeah, he probably is that everything. I just don't see him. He's probably in the VIP. Like he probably has like the VIP section. I'm like in like the nosebleeds, like the
How do you
lawn
not see him? He's
section.
8 feet tall.
Dude, well the thing is, everyone looks 8 feet tall when you're fucking freaking out at a Grateful Dead show.
Fair enough. Fair enough, man. Hey, if you get lost, just listen to the music play, okay? There you go.
Yes, there it is.
Dude, you might have turned me into a deadhead by the end of this episode. I don't know.
Well, I'm not even a deadhead. That's the thing. I'm not even a deadhead. I'm just a guy who loves the Grateful Dead. Deadhead is a different thing, dude. The Deadhead is like it's their religion. They pray to Jerry. They fucking they like have like tattoos and like chains and bracelets. I only have a bandana and a t-shirt and I listen and I know their songs.
I like the little bear guys. I like those things, the dancing bears. I think they're cool.
Yeah. But like I'm more passionate about. I don't know what we. Well, it's because of John Mayer we ended up talking about so much about the Grateful Dead. But I'm just as passionate about Weezer and Jack Johnson. I ain't talking about and Sublime. I have the worst taste in music.
Well, I mean, it's better than mine. I mean, my top artist is John Mayer, and then Dean Martin, and Sinatra, and somebody else. I don't even know.
Dude, that's good music, dude. I love Sinatra. I love the Rat Pack. Are you kidding me?
No, I mean, I'm not kidding you. It's my favorite, bro. I mean, we talked about how we like the older entertainment, but I mean,
So
we didn't get into this. We could talk about this for that. I say, let's do 10 more minutes of this.
so like the three Franks that I love and listen to all the time is Frank Sinatra, Frankie Lyman, and Frankie Valli. I love old timey shit.
I don't know who. What was the middle one?
Frankie Lyman.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. I don't think.
So he was only famous for a short period of time because his voice was like good from like 9 years old till like 13, and then like his voice cracked and he lost it. But they took advantage of this kid so hardcore. And like so many people made money off of him, and like he like died of like a heroin overdose by the time he was like 19 or 20. Like he didn't live long.
Jesus. Burn
Yeah,
Bright died young,
like,
man. I'm gonna have to listen to his stuff.
dude, it is some of the best music ever. He has this song, why, like his voice is so high. And like, have you ever heard the song "Why Do Fools Fall in Love"? Why
Yeah.
do fools fall in love? Like it's so he sounds like a girl almost, but it's so good. It's called Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers because his backup singers were literally teenagers.
That's good, man. They had the catchy names back then. Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. I mean, that's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Uh, yeah, so I grew up listening to Sinatra. Like Summer Wind is like my all-time favorite song.
Summer Wind by Sinatra, huh?
Yeah, love
I don't.
that.
I don't think. I don't even think I know the one, and I know a lot of Sinatra ones. I don't think I've ever actually listened to that one.
Oh, buddy, get your earbuds ready for some good shit because that is some moving music. That song.
I mean, it's still nothing. Nothing will put me in the mood that I want to be in more than when it's late at night and I'm by myself and I listen to the Royal Albert Music Hall live edition of uh, one for my baby, one for the road, Sinatra, man. When he's just it's black and white and
Oh,
he's got the cigarette and he's by himself and it's just that's literally the perfect version of that song.
if you are ever in Connecticut and you need a place to hang out, come over to my house. I have the box set of the Dean Martin roast.
Dude, that's my guy, man. Dean Martin is like ever since somebody said I kind of looked like him when I was 17 years old. My best friend, my best friend's mom. So I was in a tux for prom, and I like pointed at the camera, and she goes, "That's what Dean Martin would have done." I said, "Who's that?" And she gave me a CD of him. She says, "Have this," and from that moment, I was hooked.
So, dude, we can watch like the Wilt Chamberlain Dean Martin roast. We'll have. I already see this. We're having a great night. We'll drink some beer, watch some Dean Martin, make fun of basketball players. I can't wait. We got to set this up as soon as COVID permits us to.
Well, dude, I'm down, bro. I'm trying to move up to the city. We could just do it there. We can get it popping, bro. Let's go.
Get to New York. Get popping. My asshole's already popped off. I'm excited for this.
Dude, we'll put on bandanas. We'll put on Grateful Dead. November 2017 MSG, and we'll just vibe out.
Yes. And I'll get you some good New York pizza, and we'll have just a perfect New York little day.
Oh my gosh. I mean, maybe we can hit a mic too, and maybe I can suck. That'd be awesome.
Oh, dude, don't tarnish this amazing day I planned out with that gross toxic comedy.
Oh my gosh, man. I mean, but
God,
Dean
we
Martin,
barely talked about comedy. I just realized we have not. We have we talked about comedy at all?
I don't know, but it's okay. I mean, this is different. I mean, you're an interesting guy. You got a lot of different interests. I want to talk about Dean Martin for a little bit, though. Just like for the last, I mean,
Of course, please.
So Dino, he's from Steubenville, Ohio, which is like you throw a rock and you're in West Virginia. So I think that's part of the reason I like him so much. And I just feel like,
How?
I mean, what do you mean?
I did not know that. I thought he was like from like Jersey.
No, dude, he's from Ohio, like right near West Virginia. He's over there.
How did he end up with Sinatra?
So, okay, I mean, I could lend you my Dean and Me book with Jerry Lewis if you want, and you could have the whole story. But the thing is, okay, so he wanted to be an entertainer. He was working, he was working at these underground casinos in Ohio, and he was singing for money, for fun and stuff like that. And then I think he just like moved to New York or something like that, and he met Jerry Lewis on a corner of something in Broadway. I want to say, like, I don't know the streets, so it could be, I have it written down somewhere. I think it's like 26 in Broadway. I could be completely wrong, but it's where he met Jerry Lewis, and then they formed their own little duo. And the first shows they did together were in Atlantic City, and they were crushing it and cheating on their wives left and right. And
Love that.
And then Sinatra heard word of these guys, and then they just sort of like bonded. But the thing about Dino is everybody thought he was this big partier, but it was really Frank who was the big partier, and Dean just did his show and he did his act, and like that was it. He was kind of a reserved guy.
I know. I have memories at a very young age. So my grandma at a young age would like tell me stuff as if it's like of course I'm interested in it, but I didn't know what she was talking about. Like she just like thought like I just cared about the same shit she cared about. So she'd be like babysitting me. I'm like 4 or 5 years old, and she's like, "Yeah, Dino. Everyone thinks he's a partier, but he's actually not. Like that's actually apple juice in his glass when he's performing, but he wants everyone to think it's scotch." I'm like, "Sure, I don't know what Dino is. I don't know what scotch is. I know what apple juice is, but sure, I get what you're talking about." Like, and my grandma's like, yeah. And by the way, Dallas Strawberry for the Mets, he was a huge drug addict, huge partier. I'm like, yeah, strawberries, that's a fruit, right? Like,
yeah, Doc and Daryl, whatever. It was 44th and Broadway, by the way. I just want to clear that up for those keeping score at home.
I needed to know that. But so yeah, I what you're talking about, I know about because my grandma would just tell me this stuff, and it was so weird because I didn't have an understanding of what she was talking about ever, and she just like pretended like I knew it all. Like she was like, yeah, well, when Sinatra divorced Mia Farrow, she left him for that loser Jewish comedian Woody Allen, and I was like, she's stupid. She should have stayed with Frank. I'm like, I don't know any of these people.
And then, who was it? Sinatra fell in love with that woman, and she was an actress or something like that. But then they broke up. What was that?
That was Mia Farrow, I thought.
That was Mia Farrow. Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah. My bad. I got that.
Yeah.
And then I know more about Dino than I do Sinatra. But
I know more about Frank only because that's what my grandma loved to talk about when she was babysitting me.
That'll do it, man. I mean, I like to watch old episodes of the Dean Martin show, not necessarily the roast, but his show that he had on NBC for a decade.
I
They
don't
have
think I've
whole
ever seen that.
they
I've
have
seen
whole
the roast
episodes
a
on
bunch.
YouTube. It's just shot on this big sound stage, and he gets out there and he's in his tuxedo and he's smoking and singing. And it's a variety show. You know, they do comedy sketches and sing and stuff like that.
So
And
I think the Dean Martin roast must have been like a special event he would do on that show. Maybe I wonder.
it was its own thing, but then it was so popular they just churned them out like regular episodes. Is what ended up happening. And
Wow,
there's this
I gotta do my homework.
no, but there's this one thing that he did every year, and I did like so I started it last year on Christmas, but like I did for the Christmas episode, but like I love the holiday specials that old TV shows used to do. And so
Yes.
for the Dean Martin show, he would bring on all these celebrities, and at the end, they would each say like, "And I hope the kids at St. Jude Hospital are getting a very Merry Christmas or something. This hospital, and Santa's coming down your chimney this year." And like for me, that's what it is for me for the holiday specials. I want to bring everybody together. I want to give money to the kids. I want to make sure that everyone deserves to have a great Christmas or holiday or whatever. That's what I want to do for the holiday specials.
Okay. I hear what you're saying loud and clear, and let me take a stab at it. So you guys have been listening to Franco's World with me, Joey Rinaldi, and before I get out of here, I want you to remember that this COVID season is about the kids. So instead of donating your money to these Facebook birthday people who need Xbox controllers, send a few pennies over to the kids.
Tell them
Ciao.
Uncle Frank sent you.
Yeah. Tell them Uncle Franco sent you.
Oh my god. People start calling me dude, I just want to walk down the street and like in deep Queens and be like, "Yo, Franco, hey, how you doing?" That's what I want.
Oh.
But I
Yeah,
could because I'm not Italian, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we should do Corona gifts. Like instead of Christmas gifts, like what did you get for Corona this year? I got I got a donation to the Children's Hospital from Uncle Franco.
Oh man, Joey, man, this was great, man. I had a lot of fun doing this podcast. Hopefully, that middle 45 minutes is there. If you hear dogs freaking out, I got UPS trucks rolling up, so I'm cutting the episode off. I hope everyone listening has a great day. Joey, you like to plug anything really quick?
If you think I'm interesting on this podcast, check out Trailer Trashing. It's me talking, making fun of movie trailers, and follow me on Instagram. I'm the Joey Rinaldi. And yeah, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for listening.
The Joey Rinaldi, just like the Ohio State University. Keep taking your care. Oh, I messed up on that one. I'm drunk. In the meantime, keep taking care of yourselves and keep all those questions coming when I do the questions. Except I haven't done them in weeks. And I hope you guys have a great day. See you.